Well, about 12 years ago, I had an argument back and forth with one of my uncles, and he was trying to say that we had some Indian in our blood, and we had this or that, and he didn't really know. So I told him, you know what, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna go and find out, and that kind of led me on my journey to getting into genealogy right then. So one of the first DNA tests that I took with my paternal line was that I shared with my uncle. And that came back that I shared ancestry with the Temne people in Sierra Leone.
The African diaspora is a dynamic and diverse collective of national and cultural identities spread across the globe by forces old and new. This story begins in a place known today as Sierra Leone. This is a story of stolen identities, of names lost beneath waves, of a native language erased from the memories of people reduced to property. This is the story of the Temne Abara Nation, a diaspora within the African diaspora, with the help of DNA testing and modern technology. This is the story of Romkalaneh, of returning home. Who are the Temne Abara Nation? This question can only be answered through the story of the Temne people and their historical lineage.
Sound number one, ABM on the beat.
No DNA test that I ever took found Native American. Well, when I first found the lineage, the first thing that I started to do was organize. I said I gotta find my people. I gotta get back home, and I started gathering other Afro-diasporans who had Temne ancestors who I met on social media.
I was probably one of the first testers way back in 2003. I was living in the DC area, which at the time and still am for the most part, and saw an advertisement. I think I was on graduate school at Howard University, so shout out to my bison out there, and saw an advertisement somewhere on campus about getting DNA testing, and elected to undergo that process.
Around 2017, I started to correspond with our brother Fode Kunda Conte through a forum online on Facebook. I saw that at that time he was bringing brothers and sisters to Sierra Leone for a cultural experience, and that resonated with me because it wasn't necessarily about tourism. It's about learning to find your roots, and I was very interested in going with him and with the right people first and foremost. And I didn't actually reach here until about 2019.
As far as I know, at first, the first people that came were all Contes. Like, there was no other families that, other family names that were given. I've been in the group since the beginning, but I was only able to come in 2019. I'm probably, out of the founding members, I think I was probably one of the last ones, if not the last one, to come. So the year that I came was the year that they started naming folks' other, families' names.
Yeah, I was the first non-Conte just to find out last year on my Temne line, about 3 generations, they're Contes.
My mother wanted to know where her family came from. So I ordered the test. I met someone I know, and I was put in contact with Fode Conte, and the rest is history.
The Temne are the descendants of the Koya Empire. Their early ancestors came from outside of present-day Sierra Leone. Bai Farma, the first Temne chief, came from the east and founded the Temne around 1505. The Mane invasion of the 15th and 16th centuries from the present country of Guinea is what created the modern-day Temne and other ethnic groups in Sierra Leone.
most of them, you know, didn't react too much. You know, they really didn't care. A few of them did, a few of them didn't, you know. I'm not gonna hold that to them, you know, due to the history.
Bance Island, now Bunts, is located in the Sierra Leone River about 20 miles above modern Freetown. It is a small island, only 1/3 of a mile long and uninhabited today, but in the days of the Atlantic slave trade it was an economically strategic point. Because Bunts Island was at the limit of navigability for ocean-going vessels, it was the natural meeting place for European slave traders arriving in large sailing ships and African traders following the rivers down from the interior.
This is a song for our survival. You took our land, gave us a Bible. We're in the crosshairs of your rifle. It's all tribal, fallen idols. This is a song for our survival. You took our land, gave us a Bible. We're in the crosshairs of your rifle. It's all tribal, fallen idols.
Examples of West African conquistadors in New Spain include Juan Valiente, Juan Garcia, Juan Garrido, and Juan Roque. In those days, people from the coast of Sierra Leone were called Zapes or Zapes, and Juan Roque was a Zape. His will describes the Zape confraternity in Mexico City circa 1623.
In 2009, I took a test to trace my father's DNA to Africa. However, the results came back to a group of people from the Bolivian Amazon. So that was a bit of a curveball. In order to find my connection to Africa, I needed to go through my father's sister and my grandmother. So I had my auntie Joyce take the same test, but for women, and the results came back to the Temene of Sierra Leone.
The British set up shop on Bunch Island in 1672. As early as 1617, the Royal African Company of England established a commercial fort on Bunch Island, but that company was poorly managed and abandoned its operation. Then, about 1750, the London firm of Grant, Sargent and Oswald took control of Bunce Island and made it into a commercial success. The London partners rebuilt the fort, established a shipyard, assembled a fleet of small vessels to cruise the rice coast in search of slaves, and expanded the African workforce. They also concentrated heavily on supplying slaves to one particular market, Charleston, South Carolina, where local rice planters were eager to purchase slaves from Sierra Leone and the neighboring areas. There was money to be made by anyone who could bring slaves from Sierra Leone to South Carolina. Joseph A. Opala.
It's been rough, bro.
Alexander Crummell was born in New York City on March 3, 1819. His mother, Charity Hicks of Long Island, New York, was also born free, while his father, Boston Crummell of the Temene people of West Africa, though originally sold into slavery, eventually became free in adulthood. Stanford Encyclopedia Philosophy. He was a prominent abolitionist and one of the fathers of Pan-Africanism. He is noted in Chapter 12 of W.E.B. Du Bois' The Souls of Black Folk. He never faltered. He seldom complained. He simply worked, inspiring the young, rebuking the old, helping the weak, guiding the strong. W.E.B. Du Bois.
First time was just very exciting. Everything is really new. And the subsequent visits have really solidified who I am as a person. I've found answers to a lot of things that I do just, very organically, but never knew, where they originated or why, I do certain things. And I've like, oh, wow. So this is a cultural thing. It is just something that's in me. It's just part of who I am. I've been to Egypt, I've been to Senegal, Ethiopia, Morocco, Ghana. My experience in Sierra Leone has just been very humbling. It's been very eye-opening. It's just exploring the continent in general is just really amazing to see just the differences from country to country. And I would absolutely encourage people to come to Africa, whether it be Sierra Leone or whatever country it may be, to just explore their heritage, explore your lineage, explore the culture.
Every time we come back, it's always love, it's always peace, it's brothers and sisters returning home. So I'm grateful for these opportunities and specifically things that I've learned and still learning about our Timni culture.
There is definitely a big difference from my first trip to for this trip here, because the first one was obviously never been to Africa and getting my citizenship the first time. So that was really like, I had to process that a lot. But I got to see a lot of the country and the customs to some extent, but more so just meeting the people, eating the food, looking at the conditions and seeing what's going on in this country that maybe I could try to help. It was a little overwhelming because there are so many factors here that need our help. And so that was the first trip. Coming back for the second time, I was given an opportunity to do something more cultural, to be more in the province and to meet the people who really have embedded themselves in this area for hundreds of years. And that's the big difference. It's like the other one was sort of a tour with the citizenship kind of package. This one was completely cultural and immersed in it, and it was really amazing because I know I've gotten to see something that that first trip never showed.
I think I understand our culture here on a deeper level each time I come. I think initially when I came, I was just glad to be here. And I'm not even so sure how much I really absorbed. I was mostly impacted and walked away from just how welcoming our family here is and how there isn't a whole lot of distinction between like us and them. It's like, this is our culture. Like, this is our culture. Like, I didn't anticipate everyone being so welcoming and so generous. Each time I come, I think I get a wider scope of politically what our family is dealing with here, economically what our family is dealing with here, where for me, when I go somewhere else and some folks are living a completely different life. Now, granted, there's a thread that runs through us all, humanity is humanity wherever we go, but how we navigate, our environment definitely informs how we navigate it. And I feel like I'm understanding a texture of how life is navigated here on a level that I haven't before. And I appreciate it because the culture and spirituality, my understanding today is that the spiritual culture here informs a lot more than I think it does in the States.
I am Sa Mokamakwe Famanda. I hail from the eastern province of Sierra Leone, but residing here in Newton, on Silla Street, Freetown.
My name is Anna Famanda. I'm from the Eastern Province. Same thing. Freetown, Sierra Leone, Newton, Fumai.
In 1993, I came here as a displaced person, and I was fortunate to have a relationship with Mrs. Famanda. She, of course, is both Temene and Kuranko. These are a few of the tribes in Sierra Leone. We got married, and we have been living here since. In 2016, I had a call to pick up an African, son of the soil, at the Freetown International Airport in Lunge. When I went there, I saw, by then he was Fodekunda Conte. As we traveled along, he was able to explain to me many things. He was coming to trace his ancestral background. Well, according to him, he had done DNA tests, and fortunately, the place he was coming to trace is the land of my in-laws. And then they were able to tell him that once he connects with me, then I'll be able to connect him with my wife's mother and relatives.
The way the Timni people give names is different. The name that I have is Fodekunda, after Fodekunda Dumbuya from Cambia. I came here to see her home, and I was welcomed by Yabon Porsche Opoto Kante. She gave me Fodekunda Kante.
My Western name is Abdul Sawatu James. My Timni name is Pa Abdullah Kunda Bangor.
Tell me about the naming ceremony. How was the naming ceremony, and what was your reaction to receiving your Timni name?
It was interesting. It was new, you know. I never, experienced firsthand a goat being slaughtered and everything, so I got to experience that. It was a nice thing. I felt special. I felt embraced, and I felt part of the family. Never have I felt like distant or like I was from America. They actually made me feel welcome and like I should have been here, and they understood that I've been taken away.
So my Western name is Erwin Gilmore. My Timni name would be Ibrahim Conte. But everybody calls me Brima, which is kind of a nickname, I guess, for Ibrahim in Sierra Leone for that name. And I'm originally from upstate New York.
So my name is Vesta Walker. My Timni name is Salematu Kante. And I am from New York City.
My Western name is Dwayne Dowdy. When I came to Sierra Leone, I was given and I proudly received the name Pastori Conte.
My Western name is Dion Timni, and my Sierra Leonean name is Amadou Kamara. I can share the history behind that. So I was born Dion Lane, and finding out my Timni ancestry, I was about to get married a couple years later, 2005. So I talked with my wife, and we decided, and through family, I found out Lane wasn't my original name. Anyway, yeah, we get those secrets out there. So I talked to her about everyone getting a new last name during our wedding. So we had an entire naming ceremony as part of our wedding ceremony. So that's when I became Timni.
My Western name is Dishut Davu, and my Timni name is Ya Kadia or Khadija Bangora, and I'm from New York City.
My Timni name is Miminatu Kante. I am from Vacaville, California. Meminatu, yes. Meminatu actually was a mother of Sierra Leone. She was responsible for the distribution of food and for agriculture and for, feeding the people.
My name is Jesse Childs, and my Temene name is Momodu Kanu, and I'm originally from California. The name Momodu is an Africanized version, a West Africanized version of the Prophet Muhammad. So it's an Islamic name. And Kanu is one of the houses in the Temene tribe that is the founder of the Koya Kingdom.
My name is Lukman Agia, and my Temene name is Nisa Karpo, and I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
My Western name is Ebony Soul Franklin, and my Temene name is Hassanatu Kanu. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. Well, Aurora, Illinois, by way of Atlanta, Georgia. I have always been interested in ancestry and learning more about who I am. So one day for my birthday, it was a gift to myself to do my DNA. I expected to feel emotional. I expected to be overwhelmed, but it was very comforting. It was like, oh, I'm home.
The Temene Abara is a cultural group consisting of Afro-diasporans who share ancestry with the Temene people of Sierra Leone.
You are here with us as we make history. Our brothers who had gone long ago, you have taken the opportunity in another special but very, very unique manner to have them here. Here because they came from this place.
Asanatu Kanu. Allahu Akbar. Asanatu Kanu. Asanatu Kanu. Allahu Akbar. Asanatu Kanu. Allahu Akbar. Now the second name, waiting at the post in name. Now in name, Momodu Kanu. Momodu Kanu. The name of this man? This name can be called Abdullahi Kunda Bankura. Allah. This woman, wallahi, back in them, a powerful name. Another powerful name, beautiful name. Now we can call the name. We're coming to announce the name. Oh, call the name. When we announce this name, it's also for say this name, you are one happy for her. We have to show kindness. Now, what's in her name? What is her name? Yankadi Bakura. Okay, this name where you come from also. We cannot see this name here. Anybody who is bad in the name, we cannot come. Yeah? I am going to listen to this woman name. Yabum Pose Bankura. Name Ba Almami Abdou Conte.
Her name is Ambu Poshe Oputu Conte, and she's a mother of the Temne Abora nation.
Mama did minamaka song I miss.
When they are coming, she's the one that give them the Temne name. And when she give them the Temne name, they like it, they did not deny it. Fodekunda Konte is the one that is coming with these brothers and sisters of the Temne Abora nation.
Because I'm
she's giving a great blessing to Brother Fodekunda Konte, and because of coming with these brothers and sisters, she know that our past ancestors, our past people, is their children, is coming with them to come and know their home again. She will like Fodekunda Konte to come with them more and more, some of them to come and know our culture.
There are 3 ways a human being belongs to a specific family or cultural group of people, especially a people of so-called African descent. One's mother belongs to an ethnic or cultural group, and the heritage is passed down through a matrilineal bloodline connection. B. An individual's father belongs to an ethnic or cultural group, and the heritage is passed down through a patrilineal bloodline connection.
My name is Chief Saidu Muhammad Conte, former Region Chief of Koya Chiefdom in the Poloko district in the northwestern region of Sierra Leone. I met with a gentleman called Fode Kunda Conte sometime in 2021 through a friend and brother by the name of Famanda. He took them with Fode Kunda, who later took a group to me called the Temne Agbara community.
Both A and B also depend on the system that the cultural group uses in its customary practices to pass down its ancestral inheritance and heritage. Some groups have both systems. And C, the last system that associates an individual to a cultural group is by cultural assimilation.
First and foremost, I do it for four coasts, West Africa, specifically Sierra Leone and South Jersey. My father was a native, roots in VA, Savannah, GA from a slave shed. I entered the scene in a Cali dream, so creative. Born to make beats, rhymes, and crate dig. Off to East Africa and back again, splashing in the Indian Ocean with my blackest friends. With my blackest friends. Off the block like a pick and roll, medicinal, higher than a piccolo. Red like a buffalo nickel, ante up, it's the principle. Royalty for me, leave the thirsty host for gigolo. Solid as a rock, no telling where the wind will blow. There's a tickle in the middle though, slow wine and a wiggle though. Can it be? It was so simple though, getting dough while making dollars triple though. It's all gravy, wavy like a ripple though, pulling strings like a fiddle though. A million ways to get it, if she with it, then we kissing with no mistletoe. Get with it or get left behind. Y'all rap funny as a Valentine. My style is genuine. These lips never touching swine. Do the same and clear your mind. 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 Reel up, come back, rewind for the masses. Turn MCs to ashes, take it to heart like the Aztecs. Risk your career over an ass bet. Focused on my ass capping assets. Coming home to my Blackberry molasses. Hitting hard like Ali before it was Cassius. Third eye on a black star. Intergalactic star child indigo with the indie flow. Floating through Indiana, Naptown to the windy though. Putting on for every city, fucking with me though. Go hard like diamond grain, make motivation out the pain. Some may say our ways are strange, like the fruit that was forced to hang. We are the seeds, the roots, the branches of that tree. The dream, the truth, the advances to be free. Afro-American and dirty arts, burn up them dirty hearts. Fire upon Babylon and Rome, let Natiaya go home. Afro-American and dirty arts, burn up them dirty hearts. Fire upon Babylon and Rome, let Natiaya go home. Let Natiaya go home.